Hello, Philly Freak Nation. What is going on? How you all doing? Hopefully you're all doing very, very well and having yourselves a very beautiful Saturday afternoon. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ, where we cover Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles games. We're sickos, man. We are Philly Freaks with a capital P and a capital H. And I'm happy that you're all here to enjoy the show. The Phillies are taking on the Baltimore Orioles. Last night's game was a thriller. It was an edge-of-your-seat type of a performance where there was just so much drama left and right. It went into a rain delay and extra innings. It was back and forth. Lots of really good pitching. Lots of great plays made between both teams. A game of inches. Lots of big calls. And, well, the Phillies were able to capitalize, and after waiting about almost an hour after the rain delay, they pulled it out in the 11th inning thanks to a 2-run double by bohm, and they won and pulled out last night's game. They needed everything to go well, and they did it against one of the top teams in all of Major League Baseball. So, well, what are they going to do today? That's the main question. I want to hear what your thoughts are down below. It'll be Taijuan Walker that'll be on the mound, and he'll be facing Grayson Rodriguez, who's had a pretty good season, and we'll get more into comparisons and that type of stuff in just a few moments. But I want to talk a little bit about the starting lineups for today. So the Phillies will have Kyle Schwarber leading things off. He's the designated hitter. Then you got Nick Castellanos batting second out in right field. Bryce Harper over at first base batting third. And then it's bohm was over at third base, batting in the cleanup spot. Bryson Stott hitting fifth over at second base. The shortstop is Edmundo Sosa. He's batting sixth. And Brandon Marsh back in the lineup today. He's hitting seventh. Of course, it was a sold-out crowd last night out in Reading when he played and ended up having a pretty good couple of starts in his rehab starts. He's back out in left field, batting seventh. And then Garrett Stubbs hitting eighth. He's the catcher behind the plate. Johan Rojas, to round things up, is batting ninth out in center field. So, again, just to reiterate for the Phillies, their lineup: Kyle Schwarber, Nick Castellanos, Bryce Harper, bohm, Bryson Stott, Edmundo Sosa, Brandon Marsh, Garrett Stubbs, and Johan Rojas. And again, Brandon Marsh was activated from the injured list today. He missed some time. He's been out since June 3rd with a hamstring problem, and he is back in there today. Wes Wilson got sent back down to AAA, so he was the odd man out. And Marsh is back in the lineup. That's what we like to hear. Grayson Rodriguez, the guy that they're going to have to go up against. He's 7-2. He has a 3.27 earned run average. The 24-year-old from Houston, Texas, has pitched pretty well overall. His last outing, he allowed 2 earned runs in 5 2/3 of an inning and was able to record his 7th win of the season. His ERA down to 3.27. He had 6 strikeouts on 107 pitches and just allowed 2 hits, 1 walk, no homers, and it looked really good. He was really dominating the strike zone. You know, the Tampa Bay Rays, of course, that they've been struggling, but he's going to throw a lot of fastballs. Also going to utilize those off-speed pitches that are also in his toolbox as well. And you got to really be careful about how you approach him as a hitter. He's a guy that really likes to just get ahead in the counts, and he is a really good cutter, too. Got to look out for that. All right, so again, for the Phillies, one more time: Schwarber, Castellanos, Harper, Bohm, Stott, Sosa, Marsh, Stubbs, and Rojas. Phillies are in their gray tops, gray bottoms. Kyle Schwarber rocking the sunglasses today. It is a gorgeous afternoon out at Camden Yards, 80 degrees Fahrenheit, not a lot of wind, and it should be a fun one that we have once again. Really good series. Last night's game was a lot of fun. There was a lot of drama involved, and the fact that the Phillies were able to win that game, it really tells you how the rest of the series is going to go. It's a playoff type of an atmosphere. It was split last night, 50-50 with Orioles and Phillies fans. And today it's pretty much, it looks like almost the same thing. You have a lot of Phillies fans, and you have a lot of Orioles fans out there too. Rodriguez on the bump as the O's are in their orange tops, white bottoms, sort of look a little bit like the Houston Astros uniforms with the black letters and numbers on both the front and the back. And the pitch to Kyle is just on the outside corner. Looked a little bit outside, but Las Diaz calls it a strike. And it's an 0-1 count. What's going on, everybody? How you all doing? Comment your final score predictions down below. Schwarber's average at 252. And the 0-1 pitch, it's pulled over towards the right side. Mountcastle has it on a bounce and will just tag the bag for out number 1. It's playing over towards the first base line, right behind the bag. Just moved a couple of feet and got Schwarber to go back to the dugout. Defensively for the Baltimore Orioles, you got Adley Rushman catching. And then on the mound, of course, it's Grayson Rodriguez. Nick Castellanos in the batter's box for Philadelphia. Rodriguez comes set at the letters, kicks, fires the pitch, swung on, lined out to center field. It'll stay in the yard, and Cedric Mullins, the center fielder, backs up and makes the grab just shy of the track. And there's the second out of the inning, and Bryce Harper's coming up to bat. Just to wrap out the rest of the defense for Baltimore around the infield. Got Mountcastle at first. At second, it's Westberg. At third, it's Urias. And then the shortstop is Gunnar Henderson. And from left to right, you got Colton Cowser in the lineup. Cedric Mullins out in center field, and Anthony Santander out in right. All right. 2 outs in the top of the first inning. Harper is up to bat. He got intentionally walked in the 11th inning of last night's game, and that set the table for Alec Bohm to do some damage, and he hit a big 2-run double to give the Phillies a 5-3 lead, and they hadn't trailed since. The pitch, and that's fouled away. Do it again, but in 9 innings. What's up, Serena? How you doing? What's good? The 0-1 delivery, high and away for a ball. What's up, Snow? What's good, man? What's up, Nick? 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs in the top of the first. Base is empty. 5 total pitches by Rodriguez. And the 1-1 is ripped out to right field for a base hit, and that's going to drop in there. And Bryce Harper will jog on over to first with a single. It was just out of reach for the second baseman, who tried to make a diving stop, and that was Westberg. They had him shifted over towards that right side, and Westberg not able to make the play. But Harper comes through and gets a 2-out single, and Alec Bohm is coming up to bat. Steven, what's up, man? What's up, Professor Crabtree? Just got done my pre-recording my last lecture for my summer course on national parks. The pitch to Bohm, swing and a miss. Have I missed anything important? You've missed a lot. Bohm's average now at 292. 6 homers, 54 RBI as well. He's been having a very solid season overall for Philadelphia. The pitch, swing and a miss. Now his batting average is 20th best in Major League Baseball. He's now tied for 4th in all of RBI. The pitch, taken in the dirt. Good job by Adley to block that one. Adley did not catch last night. It was James McCann. Adley was the designated hitter. He did have a RBI double to tie the game back. At the time, it was in the bottom of the 5th, and it made it 1-1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Bohm, and the next pitch is fouled off of his foot. And he takes a step out of the box, and we'll try to walk it off. That was a 98-mile-per-hour heater. Crew chief for this afternoon, Las Diaz behind the plate. And Mike Estabrook over at first. Trip Gibson is the second base umpire, and Charlie Ramos, third base crew chief. Pretty sunny out at Orioles Park. Rodriguez comes set just shy of the letters, just below the letters, I should say, in the 1-2 pitch, and that's going to be hit out over towards right center field. It's going to go to the gap and bounce all the way towards the wall. Harper rounding third. He's going to try to score. The relay, there is none, and Alec Bohm picks up where he left off last night. This time he goes the opposite way with a double, and the Phillies strike first and lead it 1-0. Bohm, the hitting machine, able to come through. And good heads-up base running by Bryce Harper. Surprised he stayed with that pitch. I mean, you get a hanging slider. It almost just went low, and Bohm got a piece of it. And Bryce Harper,
who was jogging around third. He was hustling around third. The helmet literally hit his back heel, and it bounced back up, and it just went over towards the right side. Grayson Stott up to bat, takes the first pitch for a ball, and it's a 1-0 count. So Bohm over at second. He got on with an RBI double out to right center field. The 1-0 pitch on the outside edge of the plate for strike one. Grayson hitting .238, slashing .337 and .367 along with the .238 average. Looking to come through with a hit here. The 1-1 is fouled back towards the screen. The pitch was a little bit high, but he stays alive. $14 pitches for Rodriguez in this inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch outside for ball 2. Stott is hitting .233 against right-handed pitching this season, with 4 homers and 28 RBI. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, or a foul ball, that is. I'm behind the scoreboard. What do you mean I'm behind the scoreboard? Wish you showed the batter's box and pitches thrown instead of the Stanley Cup stuff on the screen. I can't because it's a spoiler, my guy. It'll distract me. 2-2 pitch, and that's going to be swung out over to center field. On the run is Mullins. He dives and makes the grab, and what a play that was by him to take away a base hit by Grayson Stott. And we head to the bottom of the first. It's 1-0 Philadelphia on the RBI double by Alec Bohm. Yeah, I can't show it because it's going to throw me off. That's just how it goes. And the scoreboard's not behind. What do you mean the scoreboard's behind? What's up, Rico? How you doing, man? What's going on? Marsh is back. He just says, I don't want a close game. 4-1 Phils. It's a good one. Good score. Comment your final score predictions. JJ, you sure your TV feed is up to date? You're way behind. Let's do it. My scoreboard's not behind. My TV's behind. I see. Okay. All right. I see it. My bad. Gunnar Henderson just flied out to left. Scoreboard showed the run before you announced it. Okay, thank you. The scoreboard wasn't behind. The scoreboard was ahead. I understand. All right, we got it. All right, we're in the bottom of the first. Gunnar Henderson just flied out to left. I don't know why I paused it. I guess I did. I paused the TV. Adley Rutschman up to bat, and the pitch is just in there for a strike. No. I appreciate it. The scoreboard wasn't behind, though. I was behind. I got you. We figured it out. No balls, 1 strike, and the pitch is inside for a ball. Now I got to play catch-up here. So the Orioles lineup, it's Gunnar, Adley, Mountcastle, O'Hearn, Santander, Westberg, Mullins, Cowser, and Urias. And on the bump for the Phillies is Taijuan Walker. The 1-1 pitch, and it's fouled away by Adley Rutschman. Defensively for Philadelphia, catching is Garrett Stubbs. And then over at first base, it's Harper. At second, it's Stott. Sosa's over at short. And Bohm is the third baseman. From left to right, it's Marsh, Rojas, and Castellanos. Here's the pitch. Grounder rolled over towards the right side. Stott has it, picks it up, throws it over to first with a little toss, and there's 2 away. Might be behind the comments. I don't know because I wrote what's up like 10 minutes ago. I probably didn't see it because my number one job is to focus on the play-by-play, and I probably missed that because the Ninja Chat shows me like the latest 2 comments, and then I got to scroll up. 2 outs in the bottom of the first, and the pitch is upstairs and inside for a ball. But no, thank you for telling me, my guy. Thank you for telling me, Jesus. 1 ball, no strikes in the pitch. That's on the inside corner. For strike 1. Here we go. The pitch. Just outside for ball 2. Two one. That's way inside for ball 3. Sorry about the squeak. Mountcastle went 0 for 4 in last night's game. His average down to 271. The 3-1 pitch, and that's grounded over to shortstop plate on a hop by Sosa. Gathers himself, throws it over to first, and a 1-2-3 inning by Taijuan Walker. And we head to the top of the second. 2 quick innings for Taijuan, and we have a 1-0 lead. All right, I'll be right back in just a few moments. Be right back. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. All right, we're back. We're back on here. I hope that you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. I love you guys, man. I love you all so, so much. Please make sure that you hit the thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button as well. Turn on the notification bell icon, and that way you'll know when I go live. I know that some of you have, requested to, show more stats and stuff like that. If I was doing a watch party, fine. I would do it, but I really, really want to go into play-by-play. And when you're doing an actual game for play-by-play, when you see something happen, it's a spoiler. That's why I comment down below, no spoilers in the chat. So that's why I don't do it, because I don't have somebody that can just manually do it for me. So I want you to understand that. The ball is 1 strike to Edmundo Sosa, and the pitch, swinging a fly ball, hit out over towards deep right field, and that baby's gone! 2-0 Philadelphia. Oppo Taco for Sosa. And here we go. Phillies have extended their lead off of Grayson Rodriguez. That's great stuff. Kaboom. Kaboom! Let's go, baby! Charge! First pitch to Marsh, and he takes that one inside, so Brandon Marsh back in action. He got reactivated from the IL today. Had a couple of good outings with the Reading Phils, including 3 hits in last night's game. The 1-0 pitch inside for ball 2. Up top the scoreboard. Here we go. 2 balls, no strikes. And the next pitch is way inside for ball 3. That's great. We're getting a hold of Grayson Rodriguez, and he's been pitching pretty well. He really has. 3-0 pitch, and that's away for ball 4 on a 4-pitch walk issued by Grayson Rodriguez, and Brandon Marsh gets aboard. Rodriguez coming into today in just the month of June has pitched in 12 1/3. He allowed 3 earned runs coming into today in the month and has 10 strikeouts as well. Comes Garrett Stubbs batting in the 8th spot, and Rojas waits on deck, and the first pitch is just on the outside corner in the eyes of Las Diaz. I'm laughing at Luke Arcani's tweet. The 0-1 to Stubbs, and that's skied high over towards the right field side. And it's going to go at a play towards the right field corner. No balls and 2 strikes. Oh, and 2 is the count to Garrett Stubbs. We got a runner on over at first. Grayson Rodriguez will deliver from the stretch, and here it comes. The pitch is way inside for a ball. We've been talking a lot about Edmundo Sosa and how much he has stepped up to the plate, literally and figuratively speaking, ever since Trey Turner went down. Well, 1-2 pitch, and that swung on and missed. The throw back over to first, not in time, so it's a strike him out, not throw him out. Stubbs strikes out. John Foley tweeted out that Trey Turner, quote, had an 852 OPS before his injury. And Sosa, well, his OPS is at 876. It's pretty awesome. It was just in the comments. The pitch, and that's popped up. Hit out over towards the first base side and foul ground. And Mountcastle gives it a look, and he can't make the catch. He sort of went into the foul ball netting and could not get there just in time. Hey, JJ, I missed it, but who was catching today for the Phillies? The person that commented right before you did. Stubbs. The ball is 1 strike. 1 out in the top of the second. Toss back over to first, and Marsh is in there safely. Marsh was 2 for 5 in the month of June before today. On the road this year, he's 17 for 66. There's the 0-1, and that's fouled off. He's done a good job, too, on the base pads. 8 stolen bases this year, and that means he needs 2 more to tie his career high. He had 10 last year, which was the most. And that was in 404 at-bats. He already has 162 at-bats. That's what nobody's talking about. No balls, 2 strikes to Johan Rojas, who's up to bat. And the pitch downstairs. There's a breaking ball. Phillies are 9 games above the Atlanta Braves in the NL East. They've won 2 games in a row. They're also 14 games above the Nationals, 15.5 above the Mets, and 24 games above the Marlins. The next pitch, changeup, that misses wide for ball 2. It's a 2-2 count. Got a lot of games going on at the 4 o'clock hour. Cubs and Cardinals. It's in the bottom of the 7th. It's 2-1 Chicago. 2-2 pitch. Swung on, grounded over to third. The throw over to second. There's 1. The throw back to first. And around the horn double play. And the inning is over. Edmundo Sosa, though, with a home run out to right field, provides a 2-0 lead for Philadelphia. And we head to the bottom of the 2nd. Phillies up 2-0. All right. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Hit the bell icon. Let's get to 200 likes. We need to get to 200 likes today. We got 152 people tuning in. In case you are new, I am a play-by-play announcer. I do Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles games on here And I appreciate you all so much for being here. We're on our way to get 3,000 subscribers. I want each and every one of you to join the Play-by-Play with JJ family. I treat my cast on here professionally. I do. I like a classic play-by-play approach, but I also feel like it's so important to get other people involved on the digital media airways. And there's people that love to come on because they love the community, and this can even be background noise to people. And we can have so many different types of conversations. It's really awesome. It's a cool platform. It's the future, and I wanted to take advantage of that. So if you guys don't like the professional play-by-play approach and you'd rather listen to, like a watch party, more type of a thing, like a Manning cast, by all means, there's other people on YouTube that you can go tune into. Obviously, this is not for everybody, but that's how we do things on here, man. We do a classic radio play-by-play style approach, and we have a good time. It's a lot of fun. I think it's awesome. I think it's so cool. I want to see Boston beat the Yankees later. That'd be cool. That'd be so sick. Hope you're having a great day, says Tracy. Tracy, I hope that you're having a great day. Thank you so much for being here. And if you want to donate to the channel, all you got to do is write it's like right where you type in the live chat. To the right side, there's a money icon. It's right next to the emojis. Okay, and you can give a super chat and donate to the channel and give back. You got to put in your credit card information and all that sort of stuff. The ball is one strike to Ryan O'Hearn, and the pitch. Ground ball hit back up the middle. Backhanded by Stott. The flip over to first. Got him. And there's one away. O'Hearn grounds out. And 4 retired in a row. JJ's the man. You're the man, bro. Shout out to each and every one of you. Sam, what's up, D? First, I'll get back to you, Sam, in just a couple seconds, I promise. What's up, D? How you doing? Love D. Love each and every one of you. Sam, I love you too. I'll give you an air horn. Enrico, why not? The pitch, and that's inside. All right, the air horns. We're all air horned out. Anthony Santander batting on the left side, hitting .224 with 15 homers and 38 RBI. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch, high for ball 2. Nobody on, 1 out in the bottom of the second. 2-0 delivery, just inside for ball 3. Sam says, I was so impressed with the way that you did not only the Phillies game, but with no hesitation did the basketball game too. You're the GOAT. Thank you, man. 3-0 pitch, and that's taken wide for ball 4. And it'll go on over to first base. Yeah, that was just no prep, nothing. It was fun. And I want other people to see that not only do we just do Philly stuff on here, like the algorithm, the way that it goes is that the algorithm will obviously get me to try to get more people on for Phillies games, which is cool. And, I love that. I love that so much. As Jordan Westburg is up to bat on the right side, then takes a strike. It's a curveball at 73 miles per hour. Walker with 19 pitches. Westburg getting .279. 0-1 delivery. And that's going to be punched out to center field. On the run is Rojas. He dives, and he makes the catch. What a play by Johan, and there's 2 gone. Pulling one out of Cedric Mullins' book. And he high-fives Brandon Marsh. Rojas had to come jogging in towards home plate. And on the fly, able to make a nice acrobatic catch. That was awesome. It was hit off the tail end of the bat, too. Rojas had to run a long ways. I don't even know if he had to dive for it, but he did. Showed it off and extended his whole entire body out there. 2 outs. And the pitch on the outside corner to Cedric Mullins, speaking of the devil, to make the count 0-1. Santander still over at first. 0-1 is the count. And the next one is up high and away for a ball. But yeah, I'll get back to my train of thought in just a couple of seconds as we go into the break. Mullins batting 186 with 6 long balls, 22 runs batted in as well. Tying run. The 1-1. skied back behind home plate. Does Stubbs have any room? He does not. It goes into about the fourth row or so. And a fan dropped a souvenir, and a guy that was in a Trey Turner jersey got it right behind him. It's pretty cool. I don't know if that was an Orioles fan, though, that just dropped it. That'd be kind of funny. Mullins, 29 years old, from Greensboro, North Carolina. And the 1-2 is going to be pulled out to right field. It gets in between the 3-4 hole for a base hit. And Castellanos throws it back over to second. And Cedric Mullins gets aboard with a 2-out single. Now it's Colton Cowser's turn to come on up. I need to find a flyer streamer. Halftime does a pretty good job with that. He does. It is just so hard to find any type of a hockey streamer. It's not even just because of the fans. It's just so hard to do play-by-play on a monitor. If you actually check out like what Kenny Albert had to do during the pandemic, during the Hub City bubbles, he had to get like an extra 4 monitors. One and get other cameras to show different types of feeds because they don't show everything that goes on the screen, like all the line changes and everything. I'm not kidding when I say it's really hard. No balls, 1 strike, and the next pitch is on the inside corner for strike 2. It's just so fast, and it's a great sport. Like, I love it so much. Can't really see the players, though. It's so hard to tell the jersey names, and you can't even put on binoculars. 0-2 pitch, line drive, caught back by Taijuan Walker. Quick reflexes, and the inning is over. And we head to the top of the third, 2-0 Phillies out in Baltimore. All right, my train of thought. What was I saying? Yeah. Sam said I was so impressed the way that you not only did the Phillies game, but with no hesitation, you did the basketball game too. You're a pro. Yeah, man. So, during basketball season, I love a lot of these other streamers that are on here. I really, really do. But obviously, we're a little bit lower in the rankings because we didn't start this first, right? And so I thought it would be a really, really good idea last night, even at the end of the Phillies game, to even just finish out doing the game. Just to sort of give you a little preview as to how I do it. But the timing of this was so impeccable because it's the 11th inning. The second half is ready to start. They're in a rain delay, the Phillies. And by the time the game was done, we just cruised right on into the Phillies. 3 minutes later. It was so perfect. It was a great way to buy the time. And we kept everybody's attention. And we had something to talk about. We had more content that we just did. And we replaced it and we had fun. And it was great. So, all right. Let me see. Being back here, my day, yes, I can talk to people about baseball, but they don't understand the way you guys do. And for understanding what I see and getting to ask my questions help. And see, Serena, this is why we're a family on here. And this is why this is so awesome. Because on digital TV, and when you listen to the announcers, there is no medium for that. On here, you have a great community that you can ask questions to anybody, and they'll be happy to answer them for you. And you learn more that way. It's just the future. It really is. And it's so awesome. And we're so happy to have you here, Serena. We really are. Kyle Schwarber up to bat. And the pitch. And that's on the outside corner for strike 1. The ball's 1 strike. Then the next pitch is in there for strike 2. I didn't know halftime did hockey. I'll have to check it out. Hockey's hard to call for sure. Lots of foreign last names hard to pronounce. Yeah, that too. That too as well. The ball is 2 strikes, and the next pitch, it's popped up, hit out over towards the third base side and foul ground. And nobody can make the catch. It actually hit the camera well and then got a little piece of Urias. It bounced off the little camera well there, and Schwarber stays alive. I feel the same way, Serena. Glad you found JJ's channel. That makes me happy, too. Just got here. How'd they score? It's 2-0. Edmundo Sosa hit an opposite field homer in the top of the second, and in the top of the first, Alec Bohm had an RBI double. Since Walker's criticism a couple of games ago, he's been really solid. So far, the ball is 2 strikes, and the next pitch, it was a curveball. Looked like it was at the knees, but it was called a little bit low. Schwarber now on a 7-game hitting streak. The 1-2 on the way. High and away for ball 2. 197 lovely people tuning in. If you want to become a member of Freak Nation, all you got to do is subscribe and hit the thumbs up button. The 2-2 from Rodriguez. Wide again for ball 3 at 97 miles per hour. Schwarber's had a lot of success with a full count throughout his career. Last year, he almost hit 500 with the count full. 3-2 pitch, and that's skied foul and goes out of play. This year with a full count, it's just 3 for 36. With 22 strikeouts and 24 walks. The payoff pitch, swing and a miss. Make it now 23 strikeouts when the count is full and 24 walks. It's weird. He hasn't really been hitting so well with the count full this year, and I kind of noticed that, but last year he did pretty good with that. But he strikes out there, and that's how we get the first out of the third. Castellanos due up to bat, and he skies the first pitch up towards center field straight away, that is, and Mullins has to find it. Goes jogging around in a circle, and he makes the catch. Out in dead center, and Castellanos, that's the second time that he has swung at the first pitch, and he has flied out to center. And it's Harper's turn to come on up. Harper takes the first pitch wide for a ball. Matt Gelb, of course, a writer for Philadelphia, a beat writer for The Athletic, and used to work for the Philadelphia Inquirer, said a couple of hours, he said, quote, "It's Fleet Week," as the 1-0 pitch is in there for a called strike on the top third part of the zone. It's Fleet Week in Baltimore, and an F-35 is doing cool maneuvers over Camden Yards. But he said it wasn't so cool to a bunch of Phillies players yesterday morning. They thought they were under attack. And that was a very, very loud plane. The pitch, swing and a miss. Rodriguez not wasting any time. It's a 1-2 count. 2 out. Space is empty in the top of the third. And the 1-2 delivery. Harper was late on the fastball and strikes out on a strikeout. And the inning is over. That came in at 99 miles per hour. 1, 2, 3 go the Phils. Time to go to the bottom of the third. Phillies lead at 2-0. Does Nasty, is that what you call him, Nasty? Does Nasty know it's not okay to swing at the first pitch? Casty is nasty with those first pitch swings. Drum roll, bum. I probably should get that. I should get that sound effect. I'm going to write that down. Drum roll sound effects. We'll do that. All right. What time is it? 4:43 p.m. Eastern Time. Got to take the good with the bad with Casty. Yep, you do. You most certainly do. Bottom of the third we go. At a Camden Yards, 9-1-2 due up in the order for Baltimore. It's Ramon Urias, Gunnar Henderson, and Adley Rushman. Sure you hit the thumbs up button, and if you are tuning in on Facebook, Twitch, or any other social media platform, follow the channel, Play by Play with JJ, where we go on for the Phillies, the Sixers, and the Eagles. We have a lot of fun. We really do. We have a great community on here. Community, look at this poll that I have up at the top. If you haven't looked at it already, I want to know what's most likely to happen at the end of the season. Okay? Will it be that Harper's going to win a Gold Glove? Rob Thompson wins Manager of the Year? Ranger gets a Cy Young? Or Alec Bohm leads the league in RBI? If you were to pick one of those things, that's a definite, and that will happen. Out of all those other 4 things, which one stands out? No balls, 1 strike to Urias, hitting .231 this season. 0-1, and the pitch outside for a ball. Pitch number 3 of the at-bat downstairs. Baltimore has a 45-24 record. Phillies are 47-22. Walker gets set and fires upstairs for ball 3. What's up, Cam? How you doing, man? Thanks so much for stopping by. Three-one pitch, and that's going to be lined out to left field for a base hit. It goes all the way towards the corner. Marsh backhands it, though, and the throw over to second is not in time, as sliding in there safely is Urias with a leadoff extra base hit. That's the first hit allowed by Walker. Let's see if he can get out of this. Looks like Walker threw a pitch that just missed its spot. Urias got a hold of a sinker. It was at 90 miles per hour. That was sort of at the knees. Gunnar Henderson up to bat and takes it way inside for ball 1, batting on the left side. Hardcore says that the most that he thinks out of all those circumstances that Alec Bohm getting the RBI title is most likely going to happen. But what say you? Rico says the last one. He thinks that Bohm leads the league in RBI. Okay. 1-0 pitch. That's inside for ball 2. The pitch on the way. Bouncing ball. Hit back up the middle. Diving stop by Stott and almost got away from him. And everybody's going to be safe. It's an infield single, and that's going to put runners at the corners. And the Orioles have something cooking. Gunnar Henderson able to get on base for his 2nd day in a row against Philadelphia. And Adley Rutschman's coming up to bat next. So Bryson Stott, the ball was hit back up the middle on 2 bounces. Stott tried to make a diving stop towards his right side. Sort of bobbled it. I don't know if he would have had a chance to get Gunnar out or not. I couldn't tell relatively where Gunnar was running because the play was focused more on Bryson Stott's defense. But nonetheless, runners are at the corners, and Adley Rutschman is up to bat. Adley batting .293. Some would say he's the best hitting catcher in all of Major League Baseball with 13 homers and 51 RBI. He's also a switch hitter. And the pitch is a curveball that's at the knees, painted perfectly for strike 1. Ed, what's up, man? I'll get to your comment in just a few moments. Urias over at third base, and Henderson's at first. Walker delivers from the stretch in the 0-1, and that is hit out over towards right field. Castellanos will make the catch. Let's see if the runner's going to score. The throw to the plate. It is not in time. Urias slides in there safely. Couldn't tell if he was going to tag up or not. Going over to second base is Henderson, and the throw was not in time. Henderson tagged up, and it's now 2-1 Baltimore on the RBI sac fly by Adley Rutschman. That also gets rid of the double play ball, too. There were runners over at first and third with nobody out. Gunnar tagged up, went over to second base, and so did Urias, who tagged up and scored from third. And the throw that was made by Garrett Stubbs back over to second, it got by Sosa, and Stott was there to back him up. That was a bad throw. And now it's Ryan Mountcastle's turn to try to get a crack at it. It's 2-1 Phillies. Ryan 0 for 1. The other Ryan, that's Ryan O'Hearn, is on deck. Time called really quickly. Let's get back to our boy. Living so far away from my hometown, you make it feel like I'm only 5 minutes away from a fantastic cheesesteak. Ooh, I could go for a cheesesteak. My mouth is watering now. My mouth is watering. Looks like we have a timeout called as Garrett Stubbs gets a little piece of some PitchCom equipment. And while we're in this little break, let's do some more comments. Crazy game last night, says the Hot Corner. Glad to see Bohm came through and hopefully break some of the frustration at the plate. I agree with that, for sure. Robert says that his choice is Ranger with the Cy Young. And I think, while I like that to be the most likely thing to happen, even though I'd like to see Bohm win the RBI title, I'd like to see both things happen, really all four, but that would be my favorite thing to see happen. Ranger get the Cy Young. Mountcastle takes the first pitch for a strike in the 0-1. Ground ball hit over towards shortstop. Fielded perfectly by Sosa. Gathers himself. Throws across the diamond. And 2 outs are made. Sort of had to put the glove down. Bring it back up to his chest. And fire a strike over to first. And Ryan O'Hearn, it's his turn to bat. What's up, Hot Corner? What's good? The pitch. Ground ball back up the middle again. Sosa in the same sort of spot will field it and throw over to first. And the inning is over. The Orioles get one back, though, on the sac fly by Adley Rutschman. We've played 3 innings and head to the top of the 4th. 2-1 Phillies lead it. Did Stubbs blow the throw over to second base? Almost. Wonder how many teams will think twice about walking Harper to pitch to Bohm. It's an interesting thought that you bring up, Ed, because I think that we live now more in an analytical world. So if there's a lefty on the mound, unless it's like a switch pitcher, which there are such things as that, I think that you're going to see more people walk Bryce Harper because the managers are going to want righties on righties if it comes into that type of a situation. That's how I feel. I don't think that as many people are going to go by the eye test. It depends on the situation. It depends on the time of day, of course, and other factors come in. But just from a general standpoint, I think it's still going to continue to happen. And if Bohm continues to make them pay, good for him. I think that they're just going to stick to it as an analytical type of a thing. You know? There better not be an official error on Casty. They say that Urias scored on an error. Henderson was safe at second on throwing error by right fielder Castellanos. That wasn't really a throwing error. It was more so an error on Stubbs for the bad throw. I'm happy that you brought that up, because I didn't have the ESPN app open. Bohm 1 for 1. He had an RBI double back in the first. That was his 55th run that he's batted in. Correct. The pitch to Bohm. There's a ground ball hit over to third base, barehanded, and the throw over to first. Oh my gosh, what a play. That was awesome by Urias. That's why he's playing over at third base. Just barehanded, a ground ball. It was a slow roller and a sidearm throw over to first as he was running in towards the plate and just got Bohm out by a heartbeat. It's just excellent baseball play. And he did it all in one motion as well.
fluid movement. And Stott comes up. He flied out to center his first time up. And the first pitch is in there for strike one. Hit the thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button, baby. And let's get to 200 likes. Here we go, the pitch. And that's fouled away. For sure, Serena. Absolutely. That's a very good point that you make. For sure. About the stats. The ball is in 2 strikes in the pitch, and that's grounded back up the middle. Played on a hop by Henderson. Spins, turns over to first. The throw, that is, and Stott is out. He actually had the helmet come flying off, and he sort of grabbed it as it was going down his backside. He caught it and then tried to put it in one hand, the tip of the helmet in one hand, and it slipped out. I hate great defense from the opposing team anyway, says Robert. I just like good baseball games. 2 outs in the top of the 4th. And the pitch is on the outside edge of the plate for a strike at the knees. 0-1 is the count. And the pitch to Edmundo. It was on the inside corner, but Las Diaz called to the ball. Rodriguez with 51 total pitches. He's allowed 2 runs in 3 2/3. The 1-1 pitch. And that goes in for a strike. Grayson not wasting any time once again. As he gets set, kicks, delivers, and there's a grounder hit over to shortstop. Henderson fields it on the hop. Sidearm throw over to first. And another 1-2-3 inning for Grayson Rodriguez. And we head to the bottom of the 4th. 2-1, Phillies lead it. Okay. But that's 8 men retired in a row. Let's take a sip of water. Banana peels. Yeah. Guys, make sure that you spread the word and that you tell other people that are either out of the area or people that even just like love tuning in the Phillies games. Spread the word and tell them about this channel. All right? Tell your friends. That's what I'm trying to say. Tell your friends, tell your family members. And yeah, let's continue to spread the word, spread the love, spread the positivity on here. My main goal when I do this is that I love talking about sports, but I also like to be able to have people get a getaway, right? Because that's what sports is to me. It's a getaway from reality. There are a lot of things that you can talk about when it comes to reality that are relatable in sports, but I think that it is a really cool way for us to connect, and there's nothing offensive about it. Like, there's nothing, it is just pure entertainment, and I want us to be able to embrace that. So if we can grow our community in a positive way, it's all about quality of people. It's not quantity. Quality is what I care about the most. But if you do know other people that would be interested in finding out about our channel, feel free to recommend that to other people because it could probably help them out too. You never know. What time is it? It is 4:58 p.m. Eastern Time. As we go to the bottom of the 4th, it's 2-1 Phillies. The pitch is way inside and low for a ball as Taijuan Walker's back out there in action. Anthony Santander up to bat on the left side. And the 1-0 pitch at the knees for a strike. Rodney says, baseball's my escape from clown world. Yeah. The 1-1 pitch, and that ball is belted out to right field. A no doubt about it home run by Anthony Santander. He homered on the right side of the plate in last night's game against Matt Strom in the 8th to tie it 2-2. And this time he ties it 2-2 in the bottom of the 4th off of Taijuan Walker. 424 feet. Squared it up, punched it out to right, locked, loaded, and launched. Bottom of the fourth, nobody out. And Walker kicks, fires, and throws a sweeper that's going to bounce in the dirt and be way outside. Westberg up to bat. Santander walked his last time up, too. That was a splitter that he threw. That was on the home run ball hit by Anthony Santander. The pitch in there for strike one. The 1-1 delivery. Swung on and missed. Good curveball thrown at 76 as it disappeared out of the strike zone like a magic trick. 10 long balls and 39 runs batted in for Westberg on the season. And here's the pitch. On the outside corner, called strike three. And Taijuan Walker gets the first out of the inning. A nice fastball right on the outside edge of the plate. Cedric Mullins. And the pitch is just on the outside corner for strike one. Santander is having a great day, great game already. Yes, he is. He's a good ball player. The 0-1, high, and inside for ball one. If you guys want to donate to the channel, hit the super chat button. It's right next to the live chat emojis button. The 1-1 delivery. That's flied out over to right field. Castellanos has to move on over towards his left side, come jogging in towards the plate, and makes the catch with the glove on his right side. Just bounced into the heel. And there's two outs. Colton Cowser coming up. And Cowser glances at the first pitch on the inside edge for strike one. Walker's actually had a lot of success against the Baltimore Orioles. The pitch, swing and a miss. And just to kind of go a little bit further into that, well, he, in his lifetime against Baltimore, he's had 3 wins against them. His ERA's been pretty good as the next pitch is in there for strike two. One ball, 2 strikes. And the next pitch just misses low for ball two. Has a 4-1 record, with a 2.54 ERA and 42 strikeouts in 9 appearances against the Orioles coming into today. Next pitch on the outside corner for another called strike three, and we head to the top of the 5th. Orioles tied it back, though, on a solo shot by Santander. We head to the top of the 5th, 2-2 is the score. Walker and Casty, 2 guys with big contracts that have not produced overall that well. I think that Castellanos, though, has had his ups and downs, if you know what I'm saying. Like, let's actually sort of dissect his stats. Okay. Over his last, 7 games? How's he doing? How you doing over your last 7 games, Casty? You're hitting 185. That's not so good. 5 hits and 27 at-bats with just a homer. Overall, he's been struggling, but I have seen him make his imprints on the game at times. I'm not telling you that it's sexy or flashy, but yes. I have seen that. I just shared the stream on X. Hopefully, 1 or 2 of my followers will give it a try. Thank you. Thank you so much, Robert. That deserves a round of applause. That deserves a round of applause, man. Shout out to you.
That's great. Thank you so, so much. Tell your friends. Tell your kids. Tell your husbands. Tell your sister-in-law. Tell everybody. Tell everybody, man. Tell your friends. I just like to make up certain things because I think it's funny. I really do. Like to mix things up every once in a while. You're right, Rodney. He does have his moments. I can't stand the first pitch swings, though. Brandon Marsh pops this one up over towards the left field side, and it's going to head towards the seats, and a guy wearing a JT Realmuto jersey just caught it and gets a standing ovation from the fans around him. It's pretty cool. Casty is one of the most undisciplined batters I've ever seen. Hey, Trey was like that last year. I know that you said one, but that was another one. 0-1 pitch, and that's going to be drilled out over towards center field. Mullins on the run, dives and makes the catch. Man, oh man. Both teams defensively have just been putting on a clinic, and Marsh got robbed. Mullins had the sunglasses on and just flashed the letter to make a nice catch into the heel of the glove. And that's just, he's quite an athlete, man. He really is. His average says one thing. He's batting 186, but the way that he controls center field, it's pretty good. So a line out to center by Marsh, and Stubbs takes the first pitch for a strike. The 0-1. That's punched foul. He swings at everything, not a great eye. Now I need the cheesesteak. Rodriguez winds up and delivers. Fouled away once again. If you ever go to Philadelphia, what do you have to eat? Gotta have a cheesesteak, Serena. A soft pretzel, a Philly soft pretzel is also really good. The ball's 2 strikes and the pitch. That's lined over to right field. Santander didn't read it perfectly, but he still makes the catch as he jumps up. He was sort of taken aback, didn't really flinch until at the very last second, and he was like, uh-oh, it's going over towards my right side, and he's telling Cedric Mullins, giving him a little bit of a description of what I had to do. Because the sun is coming right at him, and it's shining in his way, so he sort of had to put the glove in front of his face, the side of his face, to sort of shield himself to see where the ball was. And he caught it. 2 outs, and Johan Rojas will step into the box and takes a strike. Street hot dogs are good. 0-1 is the count. Rodriguez kicks, delivers, and that's tapped over to third base. Going to be a tough play for Urias, and he's just going to eat that one up, and Rojas beats it out without a throw. You know that he can fly. You know he has wheels, and he gets on with a 2-out infield single. And that's going to flip the script as we go back to the top of the order. I had a really nice play earlier. It was on a ground ball. I believe it was hit by Alec Bohm, where he was able to barehand a ground ball and gonna throw over to first. Soft pretzel with mustard. Yes, that's the key. Kyle Schwarber will take pitch number 1 off the plate outside. Rodriguez still firing at 98 with the 4-seamer. He's reached triple digits, not in this game, but close to it. He can do that. Throw back to first, not in time. The man's here. What's up, the man? How you doing? How you doing? Appreciate you for being on here, my guy. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch to Schwarber. Swing and a miss. He got a fastball. It was barely up high, and he mistimed it. He was like, oh, I should have had that one. Can you believe that Kyle's hitting 250? That's scary. The 1-1 pitch, and there's a ground ball back up the middle, and it's a plate on the bounce by Henderson, who will tag the bag, win the race. That was not an easy play. It almost got through the hole, and Henderson sort of, as he tapped the bag, had to jump up to avoid a collision with Yohan Rojas, and the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, 1 man left. And we head to the bottom of the 5th, 2-2 out in Baltimore. Man, honestly, both teams are playing really good defense. This is quite a game. I know that we have people on here. First of all, if you are new to the channel, hit that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, and turn on the bell icon. So that way you know when we go live for a Phillies, a Sixers, or an Eagles game. How many of you, okay, how many of you are a fan of low-scoring, close games? How many of you? Comment down below. In any sport. In any sport. I like the low-scoring games if there's dominance. Like, good defensive games in basketball are fun to me. Low-scoring football games with great defensive stops are fun to me. You know? But how many of you like it? How many of you don't like it? JJ, you need Philly expats like myself. Expats, what are expats like myself? No way to watch or listen without MLB ticket. Oh, Patriots. NFL ticket. Are you talking about NFL ticket with the Patriots? Yeah. I was originally going to cover Patriots games on my channel because I was initially a fan of them, but then I realized, you know what, I'm in a Philly market. The Eagles are doing really well. It makes sense to just stick with the market, and that's what I do. JJ, not really. I don't really like low-scoring games. I do. I'm weird. I need help. I'm a freak. I need therapy. I'm a Philly freak. The ball is 1 strike. And the pitch, low, and just a little bit outside for a ball. Wayne's here. What's up, Wayne? Hello, JJ. Greetings from California. Another close one in Baltimore. Cool. It is cool. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the next pitch. It's taken for ball 2. Rodney says, I love good defense in baseball. And I do too. I think great defense is awesome. 2-1 pitch. A sweeper that just catches the edge of the plate. Right above the knees for strike 2. Walker's 2-2. Way up high. Dartmouth's here. Oh, Dartmouth's back. What's up, Dartmouth? How you doing? How are you doing, my guy? 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the next pitch, swing and a miss. Walker went with a pitch that was way up high. And he gets himself a strikeout there. Can't believe it. So back-to-back Ks. He's actually struck out 3 of the last 4 batters that he has faced. 1 out in the bottom of the 5th. All knotted up at 2 apiece. And Gunnar hits this one out over towards right field. It's hooking foul, and it will find the seats as well. In case you're wondering how we got here, Phillies had a RBI double by Alec Bohm in the top of the 1st. The ball is 1 strike, and the next one is inside for a ball. And then, well, what happened after that, JJ? Phillies got a 2nd run on a solo homer by Edmundo Sosa to make it 2-0. As the 1-1 is low and outside for a ball. 2-1 is the count. And Adley Rushman got a sac fly in the top of the 3rd. And Anthony Santander hit a solo jack from the left side of the plate that went about 424 feet to tie the game back at 2. The pitch bounced foul. Robert says, I like low-scoring games if there is incredible defense, but it is due to an inept offense. If it is due to an inept offense, it is a bore. That's a very good statement. Next pitch, and that's fouled off. Two balls, 2 strikes. And the next pitch is in and down for ball 3. It's like when in basketball you have a good three-point shooting team that's just living and dying by the three, and they're not making any threes, and both teams are doing that, that's not fun. The payoff pitch, swing and a miss. 4 strikeouts for Taijuan Walker, and they've come in the 4th and here in the 5th as well, and there's 2 away. That was big. Goes after Gunnar with a high heater. And Adley Rushman will try to solve Walker, who takes low. Low-scoring football games are awesome. I agree. As long as there's like not a lot of drop passes or terrible defensive coverages, then yeah, for sure. Here's the 1-0. And that's in there for a strike. Howdy. I haven't seen you on here in a while, man. I'm happy that you're back. 1-1. Popped up towards shallow center field. Back onto the infield. Edmundo Sosa had to battle through the lights, and he was just able to squeeze the catch. Didn't have any sunglasses on, nothing. And the inning is over. The side is retired. 1, 2, 3, go the O's. And Taijuan Walker continues to throw a pretty good game as we head to the top of the 6th, 2-2 out in Baltimore. Google says moved away from the country. Where do we move? Who moved from the country? Oh, expat is someone to move away. I got you. Wait, hold up. Okay. I thought you were talking about the Patriots. I didn't realize that was an actual term. That's funny. Let me go back. Where was it? Where was your comment? Oh, I can't find it now. Why can't I find it? I can't find your comment of what you said before. It's going to really bug me. I like it as long as we win. Hey, JJ. Somebody just typed something, and I missed that, too. This thing is so small. Here it is. JJ, you need the Philly expats like myself. No way to watch or listen without MLB ticket. Well, guess where all those people go? All the people that move out? Guess where they go? They come here. They come to Papa. They come to become a freak. It's what they do because they have nothing else better to do with their lives. They like Philly sports. They like sports in general. And guess what? They become monsters. They become freaks with a capital P and a capital H. I live 6 states away. This is all I use. That's why it's powerful, man. People will catch on. Shout out to my friend, Geep Horn. This is deja vu. At least it isn't going to rain, says Robert. I agree with that. Dude, you got a wrench. Yes, you did. Yeah, I gave you a wrench last night. I did. Castellanos up to bat, and the pitch is fouled away. I did. I gave you a wrench, my guy. It's beautiful. Nick finally takes the first pitch. It's in there for a strike. Let's see what he does here. The 0-1. He did not go. It was just off the plate. You're great, JJ. Thank you. Thank you very much. 1 ball, 1 strike. And here's pitch number 3. Swing and a miss. Castellanos, I think, inadvertently hit some dirt. It was without frustration, but always love it. Like when you go to watch a game, like out of college, and then you just see the dirt coming up from the mound. It's like a cool effect, a visual effect. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. Rodriguez with 4 Ks. 1 out in the 6th. Here's Bryce Harper wearing his pink and red sleeve. I've never seen that before. That looks really cool. definitely shows a lot of fashion. It sort of looks like a candy cane style, you know, with red and white stripes. It's cool. The ball is 1 strike and the pitch. That's also in there for strike 2. The ball is 2 strikes. Rodriguez comes set, and pitch number 71 is tapped foul. Did they still use a small brush to clean the mound? I can't tell because they don't show what the ground crew does in between innings on here. I would like to know that, though. That's a very good question. Rodriguez gets set, winds up, and delivers. And that's wide. Decided to go with the changeup there. Phillies top of the order today. The top 3 batters are 1 for 8 with a run scored. Bohm and Harper, though, are 2 for 4. The pitch on the way, swing and a miss. And Harper strikes out. And Rodriguez with 5 strikeouts, back-to-back Ks. Castellanos to go fishing, and Harper does the same thing. And it's Alec Bohm's turn. Cody Smith, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Welcome on into Play by Play with JJ Nation. What is good? What's up, man? 90 more subs, so we get to 3,000. The pitch, line drive in the right field for a base hit, and Alec Bohm is getting really hot for Philadelphia. He has 3 hits in his last 4 at-bats, dating back to last night's 2-run double, back in the top of the 11th. And he comes through with a 2-out base hit to right. He's been going the opposite way, too. That's the other thing. That's the 3rd time that he has gone the opposite way in those last 4 at-bats. Bryson Stott, and he hits this one out over to right field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. It goes all the way over towards the wall. Stott's thinking 2, and going over to third is Alec Bohm. Good job by Bohm. It was a good jump, and how about the hit by Bryson Stott? Squared it up and launched a rocket to right. Charge! Here comes the guy that gave the Phillies a 2-0 lead. And that is Edmundo Sosa. He grounded out to short his last time up, and that was to end the 4th inning. But he homered with a solo jack to lead off the top of the 2nd. Phillies have something cooking, and Edmundo Sosa is looking to give the Phillies the lead. They got 2 runners in scoring position. There's a timeout called on the mound, in case you're wondering why there's some slow action. Stott having a conversation with Jordan Westberg. As Diaz was going to break up a little conversation that was made as Drew French went on out there to have a timeout on the mound. French, of course, the pitching coach for the Baltimore Orioles. Can you believe that the Tigers are winning 10-0 in Houston? You heard that correct. It's in the top of the 4th. Detroit back up to bat. Back to this game, though. Edmundo Sosa comes up in the first pitch. He tried to take a hack at it, and he swung on and missed badly. Got fooled. It was outside. It was a breaking ball. Since May 4th, his average at 284. He has 4 homers and 17 RBI. The next pitch. That's outside for a ball. .77 total pitches for Grayson Rodriguez, who's gone 5 2/3, allowing 2 earned runs on 6 hits. And the next one is fought off and fouled back. Got a fastball right down the middle. Phillies looking to punch their ticket to take the lead. And the pitch. Low for a ball. Bounced in the dirt. It was a good block. On deck is Brandon Marsh. The home run that Sosa hit was 370 feet out to right field.
That was back in the second. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 runners on, 2 outs. 2-2 is the score. We're in the top of the 6th, and here's the 2-2 pitch. Fouled off, just off the ankle, the front ankle of Edmundo Sosa. He tries to shake it all off. Five pitches in this at-bat. Pitch number 6 coming right up. Rodriguez gets set at the belts, kicks, delivers, and that's popped up. Hit over towards the first base side and foul ground, and it goes into the seats. Sosa was saying, go on over to the right a little bit more. Giving the little wave there. It's kind of like what Joel Embiid does when he puts up a shot. He's like, oh, I think I might miss it. Go on in. Pitch number 7 in this at-bat. The 2-2 pitch. Another foul ball that doesn't even get past the third base side. Or the third base bag. It was a foul ball, though. Got to just keep fighting the pitches right here. Make him work. Get the pitch count up. It's at 82 right now. Make him work. Base hit gives the Phillies the lead. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And Sosa goes fishing after a breaking ball. Looked like it was a changeup that was low and away. And 8 pitches it took Grayson Rodriguez to get Sosa out. Phillies had a little something cooking, and they just could not get anybody home. Bohm and Stott left in scoring position. And it's time to go to the bottom of the 6th. Tied up at 2. Joel's reaction on ESPN was priceless. I wasn't laughing. The dude. I don't want it to happen. I don't. I don't want it. I don't want it to happen, man. I don't need PG, bro. All right, 90 more subs till we get to 3,000. His look. No, I get it, but, ugh. Aiden Miller just got his first hit in high A. Look at how I'm diverging that subject now. I know that he's not a Philly, but DJ Hers has 13 strikeouts on the day for the Nationals. And you may be wondering, well, where are they in the game? It's 2-0 against the Marlins. I know it's the Marlins, but still, that is impressive. And he ends the day throwing a 1-hitter in 6 innings. His ERA down to 3.77. His last time that he pitched, he went 4 innings against the Mets. He allowed 4 earned runs. This was his 3rd start. And he just had 3 strikeouts. 13 strikeouts. I don't care who it's against. Yeah, I saw Dennis. The pitch, ground ball, back up the middle for a base hit. And, well, Walker allows a leadoff single to Ryan Mountcastle on pitch number 72. And Mountcastle gets aboard with a leadoff single. Good job by Miller to get his first hit with the Jersey Shore Blue Claws. It was a triple in high A. Wow. Get him instead of Soto. Ryan O'Hearn batting on the left side. He's 0 for 2 with 2 ground outs. And the pitch is outside for a ball. Yeah, if you're Rob, I think it's safe to say now may be the time to get somebody warmed up in the bullpen, just in case this could get ugly. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch coming up off the plate for ball 2. Hers is 23 years old from Fayetteville, North Carolina. And again, we just mentioned he has 13 strikeouts in his 3rd career outing in 6 innings and only allowed 1 hit against the Marlins. It's on the Nationals. 2-0. That misses wide and high for ball 3.
3-0 delivery in there for a strike. NBA Central just tweeted out that Game 5 of the NBA Finals is the most quote-unquote expensive sporting event in the city of Boston per tick pick. The 2-2. That's up high for ball 3 to Ryan O'Hearn. Big pitch coming up. Toss back over to first. Not in time. Walker had a 7-2 record last year against AL teams with a 3.95 ERA. 3-2 pitch, ground ball, into right field for a base hit, jogging on over to third, and going over there is Ryan Mountcastle. So both Ryans are on base at the corners, and Anthony Santander is up to bat. Serena, I'm not jinxing it. I gotta give information because I do broadcast, and that's what I do. It's not. That's how it goes. I'm not jinxing it. I'm doing my job. Runners at first and third. No action in the Phillies bullpen just yet. Pitch. And that's fouled away. Kelb just tweeted out, no action in the bullpen just yet. But a fan standing right above the bullpen has a sign that reads, Old Bay is mid. The ball is one strike, and the next pitch swung on, flied out over towards center field. Rojas will make the catch, and, well, Mountcastle will score. And it's 3-2 Baltimore on the sac fly by Anthony Santander. The Orioles take the lead for the first time in this game. Oh, you're good. You're good. No worries. No worries. I thought you were talking to me. Sorry. Man, he's just been red hot this weekend, Anthony Santander. Had quite a day yesterday. And he got a big sac fly. The pitch. And that's fouled off by Westberg. Orioles are 23-14 at home. Westberg's average at .276. The 0-1. And that is fouled off towards the left side. Why does the run count when it's a catch? So you have a chance. Yeah, he tags up. When you tag up from third base after the catch is made, you're allowed to advance. They call that a sacrifice fly because the batter is making a sacrifice by getting himself out or herself out. And then the runner from third tags up. And after the guy makes the catch, comes on in to score. That's called a productive out. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. I hope that made sense. A runner over at first. Walker gets set again just above the belt. And here's the 1-2. That just misses. It was a good pitch, too. It was a little low. Two balls, 2 strikes. And the throw back to first, not in time. Westbrook, 25 years old, was the 30th overall pick in the 2020 MLB draft by the Orioles. Played college ball at Mississippi State. And made his major league debut on June 26th of 2023. Bottom of the 6th, 3-2 Baltimore. There's 9 innings of baseball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the next one is low and in for ball 3. Westberg has 6 stolen bases this season as well. Runner goes, the 3-2 pitch, and that's grounded foul. Over his last 7 games, he's 7 for 28 with an RBI and 7 strikeouts. If you're Walker here, I don't know, do you go with a splitter? Do you go with a changeup or a fastball? What do you do? Regardless, a big payoff pitch. Here it comes, and it's a fastball that's going to be hit out over to right field. Castellanos there to make the catch, and there's 2 outs. It sort of jammed Westberg. It was a little bit inside. He got it just on the inner part of the bat and popped it up. There's 2 outs. How many likes do we have? Did we get to the 200 mark yet? Did we get to the 200 mark yet? Hit the thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button. Tell your friends. Tell your family. And now it's Cedric Mullins that's coming up. Orioles just took the lead on an RBI sac fly by Anthony Santander. The pitch. That's low for a ball. Phil asks, are the Phils coming back? Well, they have 9 outs. We'll have to wait and see. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch on the way. Nats on the outside edge on the upper third of the zone for strike 1. Serena says they will. This is absolutely Walker's last inning, if anything, because he has 89 pitches. The next one, down and in. Phillies and Orioles will wrap up their 3-game series tomorrow afternoon at 1:35 p.m. Eastern Time. The next pitch, up high for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs. A runner over at first. Orioles up to bat. And the 3-1 pitch just misses low. It was a good try by Walker. Just missed his spot. And it barely was low for ball 4. And Rob Thompson has seen enough. He's going to pull the plug. And after 5 2/3, for now, Taijuan Walker has allowed 3 earned runs. The runners over at first and second are still his responsibility. So if whoever comes in allows 2 runs, if both those runners score, they get charged to Walker because he allowed them to get on base. Pitch and change for the Philadelphia Phillies. And they'll be back in action in just a few moments. Walker makes it so difficult to stay positive. He does. He does. But, you know, that's why I'm here too, because I like to keep it positive, and I like to keep it I like to keep it positive on here because I genuinely am an optimistic guy, and I think that my job when I do play-by-play on here is to sort of give a balance of everything. You know, I'm not really too negative, but even like when things aren't going so well, it's so easy for me as a fan to sort of get invested into it, but I sort of take the fan cap off and I try my best to keep it both ways, you know? I do. I try to keep it fair. Legends never die, winners never quit, and quitters never win. That's right. What's up, Charles? How you doing, man? Guys, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button as well. 44,555 people all in attendance at Camden Yards in Baltimore. Wow. And a lot of them are Philly fans. That's actually not true. It's half and half. But still, that's awesome. Yeah, I agree with that. I do agree with that. Marcel Ozuna. I know the Philly fans aren't going to like this, but he just hit his 20th homer of the season for the Atlanta Braves. Hit that thumbs up button. Take your shoes off. Come on in here and relax. Sit back. Enjoy the ride. Enjoy the community. And let's do this, man. Wayne says, hello, JJ from California. Another close one in Baltimore. Cool, man. Oh, wait. I that's so late. I'm so late on that one. Gregory Soto is going to pitch now for the Phillies. He has a 4.79 earned run average, and that's pretty high. That's the highest, actually, amongst active Phillies bullpen pitchers. 2 runners on, 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. And this is a big spot for Soto. The pitch, swing and a miss. I'm surprised that Rob decided to bring a lefty to face a righty. And Austin, Hayes is pinch hitting. So it was supposed to be Cedric Mullins. I'm more so surprised that Brandon Hyde took Mullins out. The pitch, swing and a miss. That's cool, man. 0-2. 1 more strike to get out of the inning. Phillies down 3-2. We're in the bottom of the 6th. There's runners at first and second. And the 0-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And that's the end of the inning. Nice job by Soto, too, to get out of it. So I stand corrected. Mullins is the guy that walked. And then Colton Cowser had Hayes pinch hit for him. And Hayes just struck out. And that's how the inning comes to an end. All right, we head to the top of the 7th inning, 3-2 Baltimore. Phillies looking to tie it back. Sorry about that. I don't know how I made that mistake. I did. After every play, I have to remember to go back to the scorebook. Now it worked out, now we got a hit. I'm thinking at first, well, why did that happen? And then I realized, you know what? I had the wrong guy up. I don't know why they would have taken Mullins out of the game. I was like, why does that make sense? How many games are you really going to win scoring 2 runs? Hey, man. They keep getting the job done. That's all I care about. I don't care how it's done. I'm not giving them any excuses. But I will say that when you are missing 3 key pieces in your lineup for a little bit, that's tough. And they're still getting it done. The funny part about it, guys, is that when it does matter the most, when they have a puncher's chance, they're not out of it. They have the most comeback wins, if not one of the most, in all of baseball. Edward says we're losing today. Yeah, this team has like 14 comeback wins. They've come back in the 9th 6 times. Yeah, so just write them off. They're only down by a run. That's it. They're done. We're done. I love it. I love messing with you. Look on the bright side. The Phillies needed to score a run to win. Now they need a run to tie. I'm stretching, aren't I? Hey, man. Anything's possible. Brandon Marsh up to bat and takes the first pitch. It was up high. I don't know how that was called a strike, but it was. Pretty weird. Marsh did walk in the second, and he got robbed on a base hit on a nice diving catch by Cedric Mullins. Here's the 0-1. That misses low. I still have the feeling that we're winning this arena. I like that. Rodriguez with 85 pitches. 86th coming up. And here it is. Fouled off. What's up, Mike? 1 ball, 2 strikes. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 1-2 misses high for ball 2. And a little bit wide as well. unfortunately, Mike, that's not going to happen because they're winning games. I'm not saying I don't disagree with you. I'm saying it's just not going to happen. The 2-2 to Marsh, and he hits this one out over towards left field. Hayes backpedals, turns around, and he is there to make the grab for the first out of the 7th. How you doing, Mike? Thanks so much for popping by. 240 people tuning in. Come on in and hit that thumbs up button, and let's get to 3,000 subscribers. If you want to donate to the channel, all you got to do is hit that super chat button. I go on every day for Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles games. That's what we do, man. We did a 4-hour, 20-minute stream last night, and during the rain delay, we actually called the second half of the NBA Finals. That's how dedicated we are. The ball is 1 strike to Garrett Stubbs, and the next pitch, line drive over the leaping head of Gunnar. Henderson out to straightaway center field, and the tying run is aboard. 1 out in the top of the 7th, and Garrett Stubbs comes through with a base hit. And he just smoked that thing. It was a fastball down the middle. They had Stubbs played perfectly. It just got over the glove of Henderson. He tried to leap up, jump, and make the catch. Rojas comes up, and he takes a curveball at 80 on the inside corner for strike 1. Brian Baker warming up in the bullpen for Baltimore. The pitch, sliced foul. Give JJ a sub. This man is hungry. Give him a thunder. 2 people. Yes, sir. Let's do it. The ball's 2 strikes. 1 out in the top of the 7th inning. Rojas up to bat. The tying run's over at first. The pitch. Just outside for ball 1. Oh, Mike, I hope everything's okay, man. Oh, my gosh, I hope you're okay, dude. Throw back over to first, and Stubbs in a run down. The throw to second, not in time. He got in there safely. And he's in scoring position. He's looking back over at the dugout. And, well, he just escaped the run down there, and that's how you do it. He's over at second base. Let's look at this again. The throw over to first was made to Mountcastle, and Stubbs just jogged on over to second. He went too early, and for some reason, the second baseman sort of cut off Gunnar Henderson, and the throw was wide. The 1-2 on the way. That's taken for ball 2. The Phillies just dodged a bullet there. Can they capitalize? 2 balls, 2 strikes. That's recorded as a stolen base. And the next pitch, and that's fouled off. That's an unorthodox stolen base. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that, Robert. I do. I agree. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And here's the pitch to Rojas, and he grounds that one towards the left side. It is a foul ball, though, thank goodness. Rodriguez approaching 100 pitches. That's just so bizarre. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. And that's going to be fought off over towards the shortstop, and making the catch is Gunnar Henderson. Sort of knifed that thing. The pitch was way inside. Yohan should have never swung at that. And really, really inside. And Henderson able to catch the flare. And there's 2 outs in the top of the 7th. And Schwarber, who was coming up to bat, stepped on back over towards the first base dugout. And it looks like Brandon Hyde is going to go out there, I guess. Make a change. Or we have a conversation on the mound or something. So Drew French out there. And Schwarber, rocking the sunglasses, is coming up to bat as it is rally time for Philadelphia. Charge! What did Mike say? Oh, I got a bad EKG and ultrasound. I have to get a cath on June 25th. A little scared, but let's go, Phils. Mike, we're sending you lots of love, man, in the chat. Let's say prayers for Mike, because we need that, man. Mike is a key part of our system, and we need him. We wish him nothing but the best with his health. And we're all here for you, my guy. Love you, man. Let's go, Phils. Schwarber up to bat. Pitch number 1. Ball 1. Way outside. Why don't we talk about Santa? Why are we talking about Santa? Okay. 1-0 pitch, and there's a bouncing ball hit over towards the first base side. It is fair, but Mountcastle gets to it, and Rodriguez gets the flip back, and the inning is over. So Rodriguez was able to cover the bag, and the Phillies, nothing to it. No runs, 1 man left, and it's stretch time in Baltimore. Wish that was a better description there. It's a 3-1 ground out. Marsh lined out to the left. Stubbs got a single. Stolen base. And then Rojas. I guess you say that he lined out the short. Wasn't really hit hard. Thanks, gang. I love you, man. We do. We stand up for each other. All right. Let's go. Let's go to our trivia question, shall we? Let's do that right now. I'm going to ask you a Phillies trivia question. And if you get the question correct, you will hear this sound. If you get it incorrect, you'll hear this sound. Okay. All right. So, we're talking about all-star appearances. Or all-star games. How many all-star games was former Phillies pitcher Jonathan Papelbon named to during his 12-season career? Just take a number. Take a guess. Say a number. How many All-Star games was former Phillies pitcher Jonathan Papelbon named to during his 12-season career? The dude says 6. Is it 6? Good job. Good job, the dude. You got it. 6 is correct. Congratulations, the dude. You won a hug from JJ. Good job, though, man. You got it. Turklass said 6 as well. The dude got it first, though. That's awesome. What's today's date? 6/15/24. Really? What a guess. Actually, you know what? No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. It was really 7. No, it wasn't. It was 6. It was definitely 6. Good job. Can't believe you got it. Larry would have been shocked. In a good way. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button and hit the subscribe button as well. We need 87 of you to subscribe to the channel in order for us to get to 3,000. And again, if you want to donate to the channel, by all means, I'm not asking for money, but if you choose to do so, okay, right next to where you comment on the live chat, okay, there's an emojis tab, and then there's a $sign tab. That $sign is how you give super likes to people. And if you want to give a super like or a super chat, any sort of donation is a plus. That's all you got to do. The pitch. That's in there for a strike. You can also write out a message as well if you do it. That's really awesome. The ball is 1 strike. And the pitch is low and in for a ball. So Soto came on in relief for Taijuan Walker. Still pitching. So we're in the bottom of the 7th. The pitch on the way. Outside. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Ooh, I can subscribe on my other accounts. Oh, we love it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That would be awesome. Thank you so much. Seriously. The 2-2 pitch. Spoiled foul and out of play. Well, congratulations. Congratulations to Kentucky because they had a walk-off, and it's their first ever walk-off Monday College World Series game in program history. How about that? In their first World Series game in program history, they got a walk-off. That is pretty awesome. The next pitch, swing and a miss. There's a strikeout by Soto. Went with a slider. And that out is pretty big. Head back to the top of the order. The pitch on the way. On the outside corner for strike 1. Be back as Max Q. Max Q, okay. The ball is 1 strike. And the slider is in there at the knees for strike 2. Gunnar is singled. He is also flied out to left and struck out as well. The 0-2, and that nearly hit him. Oh my gosh, it went straight towards the head. It slipped out of Soto's hand, and Henderson had to dodge for it. And his helmet came flying off. He bent down onto the dirt. Man. That came right at his head. Phew. A 97-mile-per-hour pitch coming right at you. That's not fun. It was actually listed at 98. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a comebacker that was played on the bounce by Soto, and he flips it back over to first. Underhanded throw is in plenty of time, and there's 2 away. Gunnar Henderson got a little bit unlucky there, and Soto with the reflexes able to record out number 2. If we get out of this inning, it smells like a win for some reason, says Rodney. That'd be cool. That was a number 2, number 3 matchup. That still is really cool. That's, I mean, obviously it is cool because number 2 and number 3, that's great. But yeah. Adley Rutschman up to bat, batting on the right side. First pitch taken for strike 1. Pitch number 2 by Soto with the bases empty, and that's just up high. The pitch by Soto, just downstairs. Gregory Soto, 29 years old, has a 4.79 ERA. 2-1 pitch, and that's a breaking ball taken for ball 3. In the month of June, he's gone 4 1/3, has allowed 1 earned run on 7 hits. 3-1 pitch, and that barely misses down low for ball 4, and Rutschman gets on via walk with 2 outs. One more sub complete, baby. Max Q, a.k.a. Bob. Who's Bob? Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Love it. Bob, thank you so much. And Max Q, thank you so much. I know that that's you, Bob. That's great. Thanks, man. Appreciate that very, very much. Adley Rutschman is going to come out of the game? Or no, he's just walking back over towards the dugout, and it looks like Gregory Soto is going to come on out. Rob Thompson will pull the plug once again, and we have another pitch and change. Looks like Jose Ruiz is going to come on in. Let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboards really quickly as we're in this little timeout here. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Giants and Halos are tied 3-3 in the top of the 7th. Angels are up to bat. And then it's the Miami Marlins, who are trailing 2-0 against the Washington Nationals. As they're in the bottom of the 8th inning. We mentioned before that the Nationals have done a very good job today, really. They've been unbelievable. Their pitcher that was on the mound ended up getting 13 strikeouts and had a one-hitter in 6 innings. Just incredible. His name is DJ Hertz, 23 years old. So far, by far, the best outing of his career. So it's 2-0 there. And Baltimore, of course, leading it 3-2 against Philadelphia. The Brewers have a 3-0 lead against the Cincinnati Reds. There's an NL Central Division game. It's in the bottom of the 7th. The Tigers still lead at 10-0 in the top of the 6th out in Houston. And then the Mets taking on the Padres in the bottom of the 6th. New York has the lead 3-1. Braves lead at 5-1 out at Truist Park against the Tampa Bay Rays. And, we have 2 final scores. Cardinals and Cubs. Cubs won 5-1 and beat them. And then the Toronto Blue Jays shut out the Cleveland Guardians 5-0. Later tonight, you got Yankees and Red Sox on Fox, and also Rangers and Mariners on Fox, both games being at 7:15 p.m. Eastern Time. And at 9:10, you got 2 games going on there. The Royals and the Dodgers out in L.A., and the Pirates and the Rockies at 9:10 out in Denver, Colorado. And then the late game, of course, will be the White Sox and Diamondbacks at 10:10 p.m. Eastern Time. Oakland was supposed to play Minnesota today, but that game got postponed. Here we go. Bottom of the 7th, 2 outs. Jose Ruiz in the pitch, and the first pitch is fouled off. Ruiz this year in 15 games with a 2.76 earned run average. 18 strikeouts, 5 walks allowed, just 1 homer in 16 1/3 of an inning. The 0-1, and a good breaking ball that was blocked by Stubbs. Almost got away from him. Didn't bounce too far in front of him, and keeps the runner in check over at first. I like this Max Q guy. I do. I like him too. I wonder if Bob knows him. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ruiz comes set just above the belt. The pitch, swing and a miss. Good curveball thrown outside. Newcastle just was a little bit early. Wasn't even near the pitch either. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the 1-2 on the way. Fastball that swung on and missed for strike 3 right down Broad Street. And that's how the inning ends. Ruiz comes in to face Mountcastle. And, the fire is put out. And we head to the top of the 8th. Phillies still down 3-2. But good job by the Phillies bullpen to execute and come through when it matters the most. We are DNA identical. Aaron Rodgers is back. We have another press conference. What's up, JJ? I'm cooking dinner while listening to your live stream. Thank you so much, AR, my guy. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it. Now let's finish this. Let's finish it, man. Let's finish it. First, we got to tie it. Then we got to finish it. Maybe we could do that all in one at-bat. All right. Hey, guys. We're all Phillies fans. We've watched the Phillies for so many different generations. And even if we're not a Phillies fan, we love baseball. So I want you to tell me one of your favorite baseball moments that you got to see in person. It has to be in person. And if you can't figure out anything that you have seen in person, then you tell me what was something that you saw on TV or you tuned into on the radio that was a cool baseball moment. I want us to share those stories. And Aaron, I apologize. You don't have to type as you cook, but if you want to join in, you can. I just don't want you to burn your food, my guy. What's for dinner, Aaron? That's a great question. Aaron, what is for dinner? We're just going to bombard Aaron with questions. 232 people tuning in. That's awesome stuff, man. It's not Tuesday, the dude. But I guess you could have tacos not on the Tuesday. In case you're wondering, Phillies down 3-2. Brian Baker, the new pitcher for Baltimore, has only pitched in one game this year. And he lasted a inning and 2/3. He'll face Castellanos, and the pitch is on the outside edge for strike one at the knees. Bake McBride had a walk-off home run in extra innings. I was thinking you were saying Brian Baker, and I was like, wait, whoa. This guy's pitching. How did he get a walk-off home run? The pitch. That's taken to make the count now 1-1. Dee says that her favorite moment was Game 3 at the bank versus the Braves. It was electric. It's a good one. More moments that you got to see in person. The pitch, swing and a miss. What'd you like about Game 3? 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tying run at the plate. And the pitch to Castellanos, swing and a miss. Got a slider right down the pipe. It was a gimme, and Castellanos couldn't catch up. 2 strikeouts in a row for Castellanos, and he's hitless in 4 at-bats. He's flied out to center twice and has struck out swinging twice. He says, I loved the fans in that game. Yep. 1 out in the top of the 8th, and Harper up to bat. The next one is down and low, the first pitch of this at-bat, I should say, to make it a 1-0 count. Paul, get back to your comment in just a couple seconds. Harper not wearing any batting gloves. Baker comes set just above the belt, and the pitch high and away for ball 2. Paul says, my favorite moment in person was seeing Eddie Murray hit a home run in his return to Baltimore as a Cleveland Indian at the time. Cool. 2-0 pitch, and that swung on. Hit out over towards left field. It's going to stay in the yard, though, and there to make the grab is Hayes for out number 2. In all seriousness, besides being a righty, why is our 205 hitter batting second? What's up, Jackie? How you doing, man? Two outs in the top of the 8th, and Bohm is up to bat. First pitch just misses inside. He's been red hot over his last 2 games so far. 1 ball, no strikes. Sun still shining out in Baltimore. The pitch to Bohm on the inside corner at the knees for strike 1. Baker with 9 total pitches in this inning so far. 1 ball, 1 strike, bases empty. Tying run up to bat, and the pitch misses wide for ball 2. Phillies will send Zach Wheeler on the mound tomorrow, and he'll be going up against Corbin Burns. What a matchup that could be. The 2-1 to Bohm. And it's popped up, hit out over towards straightaway center field. Mullins says he has it, and he'll make the catch, and the inning is over. Bottom of the 8th we go. Phillies trail 3-2, and the Orioles will have O'Hearn lead things off when they return to action. Okay. I'll be at tomorrow's game, says my name isn't Patrick. I feel that. When Turner gets back, Casty loves to 7th or 8th. He moves down to 7th or 8th. Max Q. Bob. What's up, Bob? When I was a child, Don Money hit a home run to center field. The ball stuck in the crack of the Liberty Bell. I can't remember if it was at Connie Mack or the Vet. but it is a great memory that I have. I love that. That's beautiful. David says, I went to Veterans Stadium for the last game with my grandma when she was still alive. And the game was electric. I can remember when Jim told me. That's funny. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at autocorrect. That's hilarious. I remember when Jim Tomey hit the home run. It was the last home run at Veterans Stadium. What else do we got? Foxy. Foxy says Wes Chamberlain threw a guy out with a rope from deep right. It's a cliche if you haven't heard that. Had a really nice throw from right field. It didn't even bounce and hit the plate. It was on a string, they say. True strike, no bounce. Out on the tag. It took him a while to come in, and I shouted after the crowd had died down to him, and he waved back. That's awesome. Amy! What's up, Amy? My favorite time seeing them in the World Series. Which World Series? Was it the 2022 World Series? Was it the 2008 World Series? The 1993 World Series? When was it? Bottom of the eighth. First pitch thrown by Ruiz on the outside corner for a called strike. No balls, one strike. Ruiz comes set and delivers. Line drive into right field for a hit. Takes about two bounces in front of Nick Castellanos. And a leadoff single by Ryan O'Hearn in the bottom of the eighth to start things off. How many likes do we have, people? Did we get to 200? Are we at the 200 mark? All you got to do is hit the thumbs up button. That's all I ask. All I ask. That's it. So O'Hearn gets a leadoff single. I met Ryan Howard at the Whole Foods. Does that count? It's a favorite baseball moment that you saw in person? Yeah. A baseball moment is also seeing one of your favorite players, Ryan Howard, or a Phillies player. Yeah, that's a moment. Home plate umpire Las Diaz is going to go on out there, and he's having some words with Mike Estabrook. And Trip Gibson will come on in to join the conversation as well. So will Charlie Ramos. I don't know what they're talking about here. Looks like Hyde is going to come on out too. I don't know what's going on. Can't tell. They're having a little discussion. So, nonetheless, a runner over at first. Let's see this again. Ruiz hit the dirt. They're showing a replay. Did he not get the ball in time? I don't think he got the ball back to the mound in time, and that's what Las Diaz was trying to confirm. And if so, then that's an automatic ball. It was not confirmed. So, first pitch, outside for a ball. Have to give the ball back over to the mound to try to give it to the pitcher, and you got to do it in a certain amount of time. I think it's like 30 seconds in between at-bats. Throw it back over to first. That's not in time. I hope you get the opportunity to, Serena. You deserve that. One ball, no strikes. Ruiz gets set and fires, and that's way outside for ball two. Foxy also says, I caught a foul ball in 98. I was in the first row, 500 level behind the plate, just above to the right of Harry and Richie. 2-0 pitch, and that ball swung on, belted out towards right field, and Anthony Santander. Have yourself a series. It's a bomb, and it goes all the way to right field over the wall. 425 feet. It's 5-2 Baltimore. Santander with a multi-homer game, and it's 5-2 Orioles lead. Stunning.
Fastball down the middle. Gone. Where did it go? It literally landed. I think it did land into the warehouse. Yeah. 425 feet and the pitch to Westberg, and that's fouled off. The ball is one strike. Jordan Westberg has lined out, struck out, and flied out. His average down to 275. The 0-1 pitch, ground ball, hit over to shortstop, fielded on a bounce by Sosa, and the throw across is in time for out number one. He's driven in 4 of the 5 runs for Baltimore today. Spencer Turnbull getting warmed up for the Phillies. I don't know why. 1 out in the bottom of the 8th, and the pitch is fouled away. I guess, well, actually, I do know why. Because nobody else is available. And that's because Rob went to a lot of pitchers last night, and he doesn't like to throw people back to back. Craig Kimbrell, though, who did pitch in last night's game, is getting warmed up for the Orioles. Hyde not afraid to do that. The 0-1 pitch in the dirt and inside for a ball. True Philly fans are never positive. I disagree with that. But I get what you're saying. 1-1. That's bounced over towards the first base side. Harper trying to tag the bag. He should have just thrown it to Ruiz, but he just won the race, and I don't know why, but Mullen slid over to first, trying to beat it out. I never understood why people slide or dive over to home plate. There's so many injuries that happen that way, and that's a really dangerous thing. See again, and he just got him out too. Rob treats Turnbull with no respect after what he did for them. Well, I kind of agree, kind of disagree with that. 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. Austin Hayes up to bat. Base is empty. 5-2 Baltimore. The pitch by Ruiz. Low. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell icon, man. You can also donate to the channel, too, by hitting that super chat button. It's right next to the live chat. If you go to, like, where you type, there's an emoji tab. And right next to that, there's a $sign. And you can donate whatever you like. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Inside for ball 2. What the phone do to you, Dr. MP? I'm just kidding. The 2-1 pitch, and there's a ground ball hit over towards the left side of the mound. The throw over to first, definitely not in time. It was a sliding stop by Ruiz, and he should have just ate that one up. Harper had to come for the throw as Ruiz was sliding, and he was on the ground trying to make a throw, and that wouldn't have even been close at all whatsoever. That's just not a good baseball play. Luckily, Harper got over to it. So Hayes with an infield single. And Urias comes up and he grounds this one back up the middle for a base hit. It goes out into center field, and that's going to put runners over at first and second base. So Ramon Urias comes through, and the 7th guy to come on up to the plate in this inning, it's Gunnar Henderson. Inning still not over yet. See where this pitch was. It was a fastball right down the middle, and Urias just put it in a good spot. Was thinking that maybe they would shift over towards the middle. 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. It's 5-2 Baltimore. Gunnar Henderson up to bat on the left side. The pitch to Gunnar. Swung on and fouled. Nothing in 1 is the count. 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th inning. The pitch. Here it is. And that's sliced out over towards center field for a base hit. Another run's going to come on in to score. And it's now 6-2 on the RBI single. Flared out to center by Gunnar Henderson. And the Orioles have a 4-run lead. Now it's Adley Rutschman's turn to come on up to bat. Another pitch right down the middle. Ruiz just does not have good control of his pitches today, and this is getting a little bit out of hand. Now it's Adley Rutschman's turn to bat. So Urias goes over to second. Henderson is at first, and Hayes scored. The pitch taken down low to Adley Rutschman. 2 runners on. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 1-0 is in there for strike 1. That incredible comeback is becoming even more incredible, says Robert. I like that. The pitch, swing and a miss. The fastball was just at the knees at 97. Ortiz great field cost us again. Won it last night. 1-2 pitch, and that's fouled away. The problem today... Actually, that was a problem today. And it's not over. Not over. I'll give you a full analysis once the game's done. So far, not so good. The 1-2 pitch fought off by Adley, and Ruiz just needs one more pitch to just get out of the inning. Bottom of the 8th, 6-2 Baltimore. Phillies are in Camden Yards this weekend. The 1-2 delivery, and that's going to be caught over at shortstop. It was a line drive hit by Adley Rutschman, and the inning is over. The Orioles get 3 insurance runs on a 2-run bomb by Santander and an RBI single by Gunnar Henderson. Phillies have their last chance as we head to the top of the 9th. Right. Last time. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button and hit the subscribe button, everybody. I love each and every one of you. Thank you all so much for being here. Been a little bit, I've been doing the promos a little bit too much today, I think. But I know that we have a new audience tuning in, and I want to make sure that you guys know what we do. Last night, what we did, guys, we did something really special. For those of you that did not tune in, during the rain delay, we go on for Phillies games almost every day. And I wanted to give people a preview of how we do basketball games. And it just so worked out that during the rain delay, the second half of the NBA Finals, Game 4 was on. We did the whole entire second half. And right after the second half was done, 3 minutes later, the Phillies game started back up. And it was so awesome. And people who don't usually see me do basketball games because the algorithm wants to push my baseball games, and rightfully so. But now people see that we also do basketball and we do football too. Sixers, Eagles, and Phillies. That's what we do on our channel, man. It's fun. It's great. Let's make a little history here. I agree with that. That's true too. You're welcome. Anurang. Psyche. How do you say that? Anurang Sakia? I hope I said that correctly. Welcome on in. And see, this is awesome, man. The fact that we still have 180 people tuning in, that shows loyalty. It shows loyalty, bro. That really does. Everyone who has not done so, please do JJ a solid and hit the thumbs up button down below. How many likes are we at, Hardcore? Did we get to 200? I need us to get to that 200 mark.
Yes, you will. You'll have a fun time with the Eagles, too. We do Eagles games, and that will be fun. That's the one thing that you don't get a lot of reps for, football. But I think we're going to do a lot better this year. I do. I'm tough on myself. That's right, Serena. Craig Kimbrell will try to shut the door in the 9th inning. Phillies fans mocking him because he was a Philly last year and he has a big windup. First pitch inside for a ball. Bryson Stott up to bat. 1 for 3 tonight with a double in the 6th. Kimbrell gets sit above the letters. Kicks, delivers, and that's a little high, but it's a called strike to Stott by Las Diaz. And oh man. Kimbrell in 29 games this year. 4-2 is his record. 1-1 pitch. And that is fouled off towards the left field side. Kimbrell's ERA at 2.49 and 25 1/3 of an inning. 35 strikeouts and 10 walks allowed. The pitch, high and away for ball 2. Oh, Larry, you didn't miss it because you're here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch to Stott, outside for ball 3. But what's up, Larry? How you doing? It was close until the 8th. And it's not over. What was an 0-2 count is now a full count to Bryson Stott. The payoff pitch, high and away for ball 4, and Stott gets on with a leadoff walk. Edmundo Sosa comes on up to bat. He had a solo homer back in the 2nd inning. It was an opposite field homer to make it 2-0 at the time for Philadelphia. The pitch to Sosa, in there for strike 1. It was a knuckle curve at 83. Stott over at first. The 0-1 delivery, fouled away. Edmundo has faced Kimbrell twice, and he's 0 for 2 during his career. No balls, 2 strikes. Kimbrell kicks, delivers, swing and a miss. That knuckle curve was low and in the dirt, and away, I should say. And the first out is made in the top of the 9th. Curveball that was sailing outside and in the dirt. And there's the first out. Marsh coming up. He's also 0 for 2 today. He returned from the injured list. First pitch. Fastball right down Broadway for a strike. Marsh 0 for 2, walked in the 2nd. Kimbrell again gets set at the letters. Kicks, fires, and that's in there for strike 2. A knuckle curve at 84, right down Broadway. Oh, and 2 is the count. A runner at first. The pitch to Marsh. High for ball 1. Marsh is 5 for 28 versus AL teams this year. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss on a knuckle curve that tailed inside and low. And back-to-back strikeouts by Kimbrell, and there's 2 away. I've learned Santander is really good. I have a signed baseball hat by him when I went to Camden Yards a couple of years ago. 2 outs in the top of the 9th, and it's up to Garrett Stubbs to keep the game alive. The pitch in there for strike 1 at the knees, and Stott swipes second. He's in scoring position. The pitch, swing and a miss. Fastball was high, and the Phillies are down to their final strike. He homered last night, and we still won. Don't come at me. The ball is 2 strikes. And the pitch by Kimbrel. It was high, but it's a called strike 3. And that's the game. Not the right call. But Kimbrel strikes out the side, and the game is over. The Orioles have tied the series at 1 game apiece. And they'll be back tomorrow afternoon, the Phillies, that is, to try to take the series. That was a bad call. But regardless, what a game. The game was close, and the Phillies just could not take care of business today. I want to know. One word to describe that one. Don't come at me. I'm just saying. He homered last night, and the Phillies still won. Don't come at me. Santander, with his first multi-homer game since August 23rd of 2023, obviously was the player of the game. One word to describe that one. Disappointing. Bummer. A mess. Lull. What else? Santander. Harper. Okay. It was just funny to hear. No, I know. It was funny because it was in the heat of the moment, too. It was Okay, those are words. That's 2 words. That's okay. Yeah, this was a game where I thought that they should have taken over. Am I mad that they lost this game? No. It leaves a bad taste in my mouth for sure. Walker pitched pretty well overall once again. He did have the little hiccup in the 3rd inning and in the 4th inning too with the Santander home run. But other than that, he wasn't the problem today. The main problem that I had today with this team is that the bullpen wasn't as strong and the offense didn't come through when it mattered. Your pitching can only do so much for you. Jose Ruiz clearly did not have his stuff. And it's a different game. Not saying that they should have been in the position, but if it's 3-2 in the top of the 9th, Stock gets on base, then guess what? That changes everything. That changes the defensive alignments. That changes the base running stuff, types of pitches that you're going to throw. So I think that this one, to be honest with you, even though the bats really did not have a good day today, I think Jose Ruiz is part to blame for today's game. And it's not a bad thing, but I think that in regards to just this game, I think that Jose Ruiz and Rob Thompson deserve blame for this one. I do. I really believe that. The offense wasn't productive, though, either. And they deserve half the blame as well. But that's it, man. Yeah. You're not going to win a lot of games when your top 3 hitters go 3 for 12. 3 for 16, actually. 3 for 16. That's bad. Oh, it's a bad thing. Timely for me. I'll be there tomorrow and they better win, says Hilary. Harper do anything today? 1 for 4, scored a run. Got on the first. That's it. When Soto is one of the best players on the pitch, it says a lot. Yeah. Yeah, my problem today was that Rob, somebody said it earlier, Rob didn't really have his best imprints on the game. And I understand also, to be devil's advocate, that the offense didn't provide a lot of runs today. But I still have to say, like, it's 3-2 in the bottom of the 8th. And I know that the offense shouldn't be in that position, but Jose Ruiz is the guy that you go with. And yet it's because guys aren't available to pitch. Because a lot of the guys pitched the night before. Guess what Craig Kimbrell just did? He pitched the night before, Rob. I don't even think Ruiz should have even been in that spot. That's a high leverage situation against one of the best teams in baseball. The more I think about it, the more I'm annoyed with it, man. You can't just put in Hoffman in that spot. You have Zach Wheeler going tomorrow. Zach Wheeler should give you 7-8 innings tomorrow. Why do we have to put Ruiz in that spot? That's not a good spot for him. So that's part of that's on Rob too. And I personally wouldn't have even put in Soto in the spot that he put him in either. Sorry, that's how I feel. Soto bailed him out. But Rob did not have it today. So Rob and Ruiz deserve a lot of blame. All right, I'm going to wrap things up, man. Even though the bats are quiet, they still would have scored 7 runs to win. That is a high order against the Orioles. My problem is that you have a fighter's chance. Okay, if it's 3-2 and you go to the top of the 9th and Stock gets a leadoff walk, that changes everything. Okay, the infield's not playing back. The defense is not playing back. You have to go over different types of pitches, and you're putting stress on Kimbrell because he doesn't have a fast delivery to the plate, and Bryson Stott does have speed. So, yeah, I'm not saying that they would have won the game, but that's situational baseball. That's what happens. Bullpen-wise, I say everyone's available tomorrow. I hope so, because Rob didn't have a good day today. All right, love you guys. Lava Tov. Catch you all tomorrow afternoon. Be on the lookout for some more content, maybe possibly later tonight. And I'll catch you all in the next one. All right, love you all. Good night.